studio today we have Geri X. How you guys doing?
We're great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited to have you guys in the studio today. Thanks for being here. And you know what? Let's start some music.
Yeah? Alright. You want to kick it off, Marty?
You're listening to WMNF 88.5's live music showcase, and in the studio we have Geri X. Hey guys.
Hello.
Love the music.
Thank you.
Yeah, and for those of you who might be familiar with Geri X, you might remember them from their full-length album released last year, White Light. So, but this year they have a new EP that just released last month.
Yes.
Called The Low Road.
Yep.
You want to tell me a little about that?
I kind of hit a dry spell with writing and just sort of, I've been on tour for like the last decade, so it was difficult for me to be gone for so long. I never had any friends, I was never home, so I kind of took the last year off and just, hi Ronnie. You guys can't see him, but I can see him and I just waved at him. So I've just kind of been staying local, which I haven't done for a while, so the EP is sort of like an effort to get back into music. I kind of lost my mojo there for a little bit. I enjoyed too much being at home and like binge watching Top Chef and stuff, so it was time for me to go back to, you know, being a musician, I guess.
Making music, yeah.
So
well,
it's
what
depressing.
is your inspiration then for the album? Is there a common theme?
There is, yes. Some of the songs on there are songs as old as about like 8 or 9 years old, and then some very new ones. So I've got like an arsenal of songs I never play for anybody, or I've never played out live. just because I feel like my feelings would be hurt if people weren't listening because they're so personal. So I kind of just kept them to myself. They've never left my house.
I never even heard
So
them.
it's like, what?
I said I never even heard them.
Yeah, Marty's never even heard them. Yeah.
Talking to the mic right
Oh,
there. Yeah.
yeah.
Marty, no one can hear you.
Now we
Nope.
can.
Hello.
But yeah, basically, it's a very, very, very stripped down personal record. Songs that I will never play live probably. I played them for the city release show that I did in your brewery. I played the songs, but there's a very small chance that I will play them out again, just because they're so personal and I take my feelings really would get hurt if people weren't listening.
Are
So.
you playing any of those songs today on the show?
No.
Oh.
Yep, you gotta get the CD to hear
You
it.
guys heard it first here. You know what? Let's go ahead and hear another song then.
Okay, sounds good. This next song is called Jekyll and Hyde. I think I wrote this in 2007 or 8 at a songwriting festival in Wisconsin called Dark Songs, which I'm actually going up there at the end of this month. It's a Halloween festival. It's a songwriting festival. It's a week long, and there's about 25, 30 musicians. We all get put in a hotel and locked in, and there's 3 studios, and we just have to write and record all day long. So this is one of the songs I wrote there. It's called Jekyll and Hyde.
We like to let it ring out a little bit. That way, those who get to listen to the post, they hear the full song.
Yeah. This is a bipolar show. I'm going to make you cry and then make you laugh.
Love it. Well, WMNF's Fall Membership Drive is October 7th through the 14th. We're seeking restaurants, caterers, and chefs to help feed our dedicated, hungry, and appreciative volunteers. To find out more, please contact Miss Julie at 813-238-8001. And you're listening to the WMNF Live Music Showcase, and in the studio today we have Geri X.
Hello.
And we were just talking about your EP from last month, and released last month, The Low Road. And we were actually talking before the show that they're actually handmade. You said limited release.
Yeah, I handmade 150 of them, and a friend of mine, Andy Barber, actually made me a seal, like a ring seal out of copper, and I basically wax sealed all of them with the Geri X ring, and they're all handmade. Yep, that's
I
in
love
there.
waxing. It's a nice little vintage touch. I love it, you know. And then after you don't really break the seal, it comes apart. You got this nice little wax memorabilia.
Yeah,
Got your
that's really cool.
imprint. I love that.
Covered in like burns and cuts.
So some lucky listener who gets the CD might have a little bit of authenticity blood on
Yeah,
the
probably.
Some cherry blood.
blood.
Yep.
Well, lucky for you guys out in Radio Land, and Geri has decided she's going to actually give away 2 autographed CDs from the 150 exclusive CDs just for our WMNF listeners. And of course, I'm not going to make it easy for you guys. You're going to have to answer some questions for me. So I got 2 questions. I'm going to be asking one later, but I'm going to go ahead and ask one right now. And you can give us a call at 813-239-9663 to give us your answer, and hopefully you're that lucky winner. So once again, get that number so you're calling the right one, 813-239-9663. And the first question for the autograph The Low Road EP, Geri X, is, what is Geri's country of origin? Where's she from, guys? Well, is she... Well, I'm not going to leave it.
No,
I'm gonna leave it
Is
there.
it multiple choice?
Give us a call, and we're gonna go right into another song while we wait. But yeah,
Can you write down all the wrong answers? I just want to read them afterwards.
oh, that would be awesome. You heard that, Steve? So can you write down those answers?
Hold on, wrong song.
Archives Live Music Showcase, and in the studio we have Geri X. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
What was that song? I didn't quite hear the name at the beginning.
Well, no, the name of that song is All the Money's Gone. I just started playing a completely different song. Which is what it's-
Hey, it happened then.
he looked at me weird, and
I'm like,
I
what's
looked
going
at him,
on?
and I immediately was like, what?
Is
What do
this-
you want?
This
And
is like
I
a live
realized,
show.
this is a live show. And, I'm sorry.
Is this
guys.
a live show?
It might be. Well, for some people it might be. For others, you might actually be listening to our archive on WMNF.org. So if you missed this show and you need to hear it again, or you're just catching it a little late, go to WMNF.org, look for the live music showcase, and you will be able to find archives of any of our previous shows on there.
You mean we get to listen to this later?
But I want to point out something. One thing I noticed in the last couple songs is you have this really nice vibrato at the end of your phrasing. And I really like that. It
Thank
seems
you.
like you've coined it. It's kind of your own. And I hear it from, very rarely from other artists that are well known. Like, Stevie Nicks might be one who does it light. You know, she uses it a lot more. But there's a light bit of that in your voice. Who are your influences?
I listen to a lot of, let's just put it this way, I don't really listen to music with words. I listen to a lot of like gypsy jazz, Johnny Reinhardt, like 20s to 50s jazz and classical music, French instrumental music. I'm terrified of copying someone on accident, so I don't, because I get obsessed with music very easily, so I just listen to a lot of just stuff that doesn't have words in it. I don't know. I call what you're talking about is I call that chewing on my words. Because I have no way. I have no idea how to end the phrase. So I just go.
Oh, but I like it.
Exactly like that.
It has that nice little vibrato at the end. Like I said, a lot of artists don't do it. There's very few who really do. I think one that strikes mind was Fiona Apple. Who still
Yeah,
has a little bit of that
yeah,
vibrato
I
too.
agree. Yeah.
So I love it.
Thanks. Thanks.
And in the studio, because I haven't actually mentioned his name.
Marty.
It's Marty.
Hey, what's up?
Marty.
Drums.
Yeah.
So Marty, tell us a little bit about you.
Like,
How long have you been playing drums?
Since I was a little kid, I started around 4 or 5.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's even really young.
Yeah.
Which I didn't believe him.
Why?
Because you were a trumpet player. Like he
No, I was
was
a saxophone player, Geri.
See,
That's
I don't
the
even
Are you a
third.
band geek? Is that what you were?
No, man, I was in jazz band. What are you talking about? That was the cool kids.
No, that was him. Yeah, that's jazz band cool. Mark, our engineer, he was a jazz band player back in the day when he was a kid too.
I hated Marty.
For 10 years.
Yep. He bullied me in high school. For the 3 days I went to his high school, he was so mean to me, and I hated him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I played drums for
Yeah,
it.
and now he's my best friend.
So what did it take to break that, animosity
Oh, he
between
grew
you
up.
two?
That's it.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yep.
So you heard that, ladies? If you got that bully guy you just don't like in school, let him grow up.
Yeah.
He might be a little more
I
palatable.
might have been a little immature, probably. I'm
He's
probably still a little bit immature though.
Plenty enough, but it works.
I like that. You know what? Let's go ahead and do another song.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Perfectionist?
Yep.
Psych.
Do it. not sent back your payment or Circle of Friends paperwork, please take the time today. For more information, please contact Jean Moore at Membership Coordinator at 813-238-8001. Thank you. And you're listening to WMNF's Live Music Showcase, and in the studio we have Geri.
Hello.
Do you
Well-
giggle every time?
Hey man, it's good to be happy.
I'm nervous, I'm sweating.
It's all good. And you guys can get a nice glimpse of that if you want to tune in to WMNF right now, or actually later on, we will be posting this stuff on the air so you can actually see it. We got a camera crew in the studio. This is what this is not just radio, this is like radio plus. Okay, that's the difference. And just so you know, season 1 of the Live Music Showcase can be viewed on TBAE networks every Friday at 8 p.m., Bright House 635 and Verizon Fios 32 in Hillsborough County, and you can watch on tbae.net. Now, season 2 of the Live Music Showcase has not premiered quite yet, and we are waiting for dates on that, so we will let you know. Just tune into our Facebook page to find out what's going on. You can also have an opportunity to sit in the studio with us if you like, by signing up to our Circle of Friends. So every so often, we actually bring in an act, and you can actually sit in as a live studio audience. I mean, Jerry, you think that would be kind of cool to have a full audience here on top of the cameras?
I think that it probably would make us feel a little easier because we're like an artist show and not just...
So it is your duty to come in here and make these artists feel comfortable. So give us a call, ask Steve about the Circle of Friends, and he'll give you all the details you need to know. If you need our number, that's 813-239-9663. And I just want to say that we have a winner.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, we have a winner for the first CD. His name is Stanley Kinberger from Safety Harbor. Thank you, Stanley.
Thanks, Stanley.
Thank
You know
you.
where I'm from. And not saying Russia.
Yeah.
You wrote all this down, right?
And Steve's made a list, and he's
Yes.
going to give that after the show.
I'm gonna take a photo of it and post it on Twitter.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'm sure we got a lot of creative ones, you know.
Hopefully.
But you have a very nice. It's a little ambiguous, so I can see why it might be a little difficult for some people to know where you're from.
I'm not a citizen yet. I've got a green card, though.
To go with your green hair.
Yeah, there you go. Alien.
I love that. Well, you know what? While we're at it, let's go ahead and ask that second question. Oh. So here we go. For those of you who are just tuning in, to answer this question, give us a call at 813-239-9663. Are you ready? That question is, what is the actual name of the song popularly known as In Love with the City? Give us a call. I'll ask that question one more time. What is the actual name
We'll
of
give
the
you a
song
hint.
popularly known as In Love with the City? Give us a call, and we'll go ahead and find out who the winner is. In the meantime, let's see.
And this is another song that I wrote at Dark Songs. The songwriting festival I told you about earlier in Wisconsin, which I'm attending. It's called Above the Bed. But I wrote it with a good friend of mine, Delaney Davidson, who's from New Zealand. And half of the time we spent arguing about how to say bed, because he kept saying, above the bead? And I'm like, bed. He's like, yes, bead. I'm like, it's not that difficult, you can say bed. It's like, bead. And that's not funny to anyone else but me. Okay, I'm just oversharing right now.